Hi, Cindy Cherry here. I'm at the Canadian Pet Expo. I'm at the booth of Landmark Behavior. I'm going to be talking to Janet here right now, and we're going to be talking about a subject that's very close and dear to my heart. Close and dear, or it could be one of my many pet peeves, okay? And you'll find, Janet, as you get older, your pet peeve list gets a lot longer, okay? As everyone that knows me will say, oh my gosh, Cindy, another thing that bugs you. But I'll tell you what really bugs me, okay? That'll be the title of these Facebook postings, is what bugs Cindy, is that there are so many people out there that have dogs, they're newly married, and they brag about how they spoiled their dog and they hand feed it and blah blah blah, and you're going, oh wow, isn't that something? And then they have a kid, and guess what? They think, oh, the dog doesn't get along with the kid, and then they have to give the dog to rescue. Happens all the time. Ask any rescue group. The two things that are big on with concerning kids in rescue is my kid's either allergic or we had a baby and the dog didn't get along with the baby. So Janet here is going to talk to us because she's hopefully making a very successful business out of teaching people how to make that transformation from your yuppie, well, you call them dinks, double income, no kids, to now, now they have a kid. So tell us a little bit about the service.
Okay, so I have a program called Wags and Giggles, and it is helping people prepare for new pets or new babies that are coming into the home.
Right.
And also, once kids are in the home,
right,
to accommodate kind of the dogs and the kids.
Right.
So we're talking about how to introduce the kids to the dogs properly, how the kids should behave around the dogs, and also how to give the dogs a safe space that they can be away from all the kid and all the action.
This is right, folks. It's a transition. You just can't expect the dog to adapt. Probably the dog was always number one in these parents' lives. It's the alpha dog, it's the alpha kid, and then you bring in the baby. So it takes some adjustments. So tell me a little bit of points like the feeding bowls and stuff like that.
Yeah, so around the bowl with kids in particular, at first you don't want the kids around at all. You can have the kid giving your dog a bit of food, but you don't want to be having the kid kind of grabbing food out of the bowl from the dog. You never want to do that.
Well, that certainly makes sense, doesn't it? How can you be mad at the dog if the baby goes over, it goes into the feeding bowl? But yet we do blame the dog on this, okay? So even the transition, when my baby was in the hospital, when he was born and all that, I even had my husband take one of the swaddling blankets and bring them home so that the dogs would I had a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, an English Bull Terrier, very, power breeds and all this, to get them used to the smell and everything.
Yeah, you can do that. The smell is definitely one thing, but I find a lot more of the problem is around the attention that they're getting. So it's really trying to include them once the baby comes home.
That's a very important point. I said whenever he comes over and sees this little baby, the baby is also behind the camera. Do you know that? And all this. So I got him working. Now he's 23, he's grown up and all this. So the point is this, okay? You have to get them used to the new baby in the household. And I just don't understand people not making that transitional. And to me, it's only common sense. So, Janet, thank you so much for enlightening people.
Thank you very much.
Bye now.